we're about to get to the costume competition. Who's entering? Anyone entering here? Excellent. Hands up if you're entering. Brilliant. We're going to do this in winter next year, just to stop this disgusting display of flesh everywhere. I saw several semi-naked people, some of them old enough to be my grandmother today. In fact, I think one of them was my grandmother. But she looked hot in her Xena outfit, I tell you. As I say, basically I'm just filling. Might tell a joke. No, I won't. My jokes are terrible. Is everyone having a good time? Anyone from Des Moines? You win. You're so winning the costume. I'm not coming. I've got to try now. Talk amongst yourselves. Duke, shall I tell you what the costume competition, the categories are? Yes. Time, won't it? And if you're in this category, shout out. The louder you shout, the more favour we will show to you. In the best book adaptation, who's in that? It's good to see literary in schools. Book. Best movie adaptation. Silent movie, good. Best group costume, this should be a big noise. They're still waiting for the elevator over at the Hilton. Did anyone get in an elevator today and you're going up and you get to about 8 and your floor may be higher than that and you finally got there after 6 hours waiting and it goes We had it fall 3 times, not fall, safe. The Hilton is a very safe hotel. But it just got to 8 and went, no, had enough. You get to the bottom, all these pissed off people going, oh, you're still there. I think there is a small child running around the hotel pushing all the buttons. Or a dirty little hobbit. Also, who's in... Oh, Best of the Shire. I think that's the Supreme Judges Award tonight, isn't it? Our esteemed judges over here, you're going to meet them later on, but we've got Julie, Donna and Marcia. Give them a hand. If you're wearing a costume, you should play it extra loud and suck up. And then there is Hal Dyer's choice. I don't know. He chooses someone. I saw a guy standing outside dressed as a packing container. See him, he's just wearing a cardboard box. Well, that's handy. You guys went to all the efforts. You had to lug your costumes here. He just picked up a cardboard box from a dumpster. And he's got somewhere to sleep tonight, not paying hotel prices. There's a little note somewhere here on this piece of paper. Who's in the parade tomorrow? Are you wearing ye oldie middle earthy type stuff? See, I'm a bit worried. The last parades, there's been a few too many stormtroopers, sci-fi type people. I'm hoping this year it's the middle earthy type people who win out. Because you don't get a future without a ye oldie past. And I think that's something in it for everyone there. And there wouldn't even be a future if the little people hadn't stopped him. I'm going to be resorting to the parrot joke if someone doesn't wave at me quite soon. How are we going? Oh, hi. See, that was a friendly wave. I like that. I was hoping more for that, it's all good, costume show ready, you can get off stage and go. Do you want to give me that wave? Oh, are you sure?
Parrot joke.
Should I tell you the parrot joke?
Oh yes, parrot joke. The costume contest is starting.
I may have told this before, but you know that Lord of the Rings was shot in New Zealand, fine little town. And there's a place called Queenstown, which is down south, which is a wonderful place. Does anyone know Queenstown? Are we ready? Yes. Oh. I'll tell the first bit of the joke and I'll tell the other one. This is a quick bit. It's a three-parter. Little Seamus O'Flaherty. He's a fan of dreams, and he's gone to New Zealand, he's gone to Queenstown, which is also known as the adventure capital of the world. And he's climbed all the way to the top of Mount Coronet Peak, which is a pointy bit, and he's standing there looking out over the natural vista, and he goes, "My Lord, will you look at that?" But meanwhile, down in Queenstown, Sean, who comes from the same village as him, Flaherty village, Sean is in a pet shop, and he runs in and he says, "Hello there, Kiwi person from Queenstown. I notice here you got some lovely pets. I think I'll take, let me see, that butchery guy you've got there in the cage." And the pet shop owner, really quiet guy, goes, "Rightio, excellent. Here's the thing." And Seamus goes, Sean, the names will change, but stay with me. Sean goes, "Would you put it in a tiny paper bag for me?" And the pet shop owner goes, "Oh, all right, as long as you leave the top open so I can breathe." He goes, "I will do that, I will do that." Here you go, pays the money, takes the bag, "Thank you very much," and he runs. And he runs all the way to the top of Coronet Peak, where Seamus is still standing, looking at the view, going, "That's beautiful. It looks even more beautiful than in the Oscar-winning movie by Peter Jackson." Just at that moment, he sees Sean coming up to him, and he goes, "Would you believe it, Sean? Here we are from the same village, not knowing we're in Queenstown at the same time, adventure capital in the world, and here you are, and here I am at the top of the mountain." But Sean says, "Seamus, I don't have time to talk to you." And with that, he opens the paper bag, holds the budgie by its feet, drops the paper bag, leaps off the mountain, and falls. And just before he hits the bottom, he goes, boom, and rises again into the air. Seamus looks down, amazed, but just then, Sean is dead at the bottom of the mountain. It's a tragedy. Seamus looks down and says, well, I'm here in Queenstown, adventure capital of New Zealand. I will certainly not be trying the bungee jumping. And there were two more parts to that.